Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Thursday, December the 11th of the beautiful year 2025, and we are back for the 2025, for the PDM December 2025 tournament. We already have some people in the chat. Hello, Cox J. Hello, Micho. Hello, Perek. Welcome, guys. Today we'll have one match for you, the round one match between SHUICHI representing Germany and MICHU representing Poland. MICHU played yesterday a match against sorry, a match against his compatriot Liptonek, won this match 5-0, and today we'll have a chance to face the paceman. SHUICHI. So we'll see who of them can win this match. The winner proceeds to the next round, which will be the quarter-final. And maybe I'll show you the bracket first, so you know what I'm speaking about. We are in the green part of the bracket. SHUICHI versus MICHU round one match. The winner will play against Roma in the quarter-final match, as Roma got a walkover win as Sele no-showed for the round one match. Yeah, quite unfortunate tournament we have. From various reasons we have three matches that did not happen. No-show from Le, Serenity leaving the server, Dujeka not being able to play due to some technical issues that cannot be solved. Yeah, so some players got buys. And yeah, this is how the tournament proceeds. Yeah, I lost the Rorschach. The Rorschach was unfortunately too strong. This wasn't also my best day, but yeah, the consistency from Rorschach was on point and didn't have a chance, to be honest. So, we already have AV Geek in the semis. Tomorrow we'll have Elias and Rurchak playing in the quarterfinal match. And I'm leaving the server. Okay, God. Everyone leaving the server. Guys, don't leave the server. We have our main event to be played. And before the main event starts, people leaving the server. This is ridiculous. But yeah, you can do whatever you want. So, we have Elias and Rurchak playing tomorrow for the spot in the semis to face AV Geek. Then on Sunday we'll have Robin versus Tony. The red part of the bracket is the slowest so far, but I hope we can play the red part of the bracket quite soon as well. So yeah, I hope we'll be able to catch up. Yeah, my goal is still to play the tournament before Christmas. Will it be possible? It all depends how well the red part of the bracket goes, because yeah, this is the one slowing down the most. Quick reminder about the rules. So we have level lighting stars only, no line cap, SPS, controller and hand cam mandatory for this event. And we play best of 9, so the first to win 5 games wins the entire match and advances to the next round. This is the last tournament where players can play for points for the 2025 Palda cycle. You can see the base points, you can see the tournament strength factor on your screens, and you can see also the points, the final points for this tournament. The loser of today's match goes home with 49.05 points for the standings. The quarterfinalists, so the winner of this match will be guaranteed at least 81.75 with a chance to get 817.5, and this is important as the current third place in PDM standings, of course, not counting the players already qualified and so on, but yeah, we probably know the rules. I spoke about them many times throughout the year. Is James with 366. The winner of the tournament gets 817. So you haven't qualified yet and you are still in the tournament. Like for example, Michu, if you can win the whole event, you can get this qualification spot. And apropos players who are going to play here, so-called heroes of the hours. Shuichi, Comp PB 703, MICHU 648, Ilo for Shuichi 1747, MICHU 514, sorry, 14. And so, according to Ilo odds, Shuichi should be 79 to 21% favorite to win this match. Will it be the case? We are about to find out, as Shuichi had a pretty tough season in the Paldas League, where Shuichi finished last in Division 1. But yes, Shuichi also struggled in the Paldas Swiss, so in the league type tournaments, and was always very strong in those single elimination events. Yes, Shuichi is currently first in the standings from the players who still have not secured their qualification spot. And yes, Shuichi provisionally qualified and also almost, yeah, so officially qualified would I would say, because no one can overtake Shuichi. So Shuichi, of course, if decides to play in our main event, yeah, will be seated among the top 16 players. And apropos, guys, the Paldas Cup. This will be our main event, 32 players single elimination event, starting in February 2026. The main bracket, if we have more than 32 players register, then the preliminaries will take place in January. The guaranteed prize pool for this event will be $500 for the top 8 players. But if we'll be able to get at least $1,000 through your generous donations, the top 16 players will be paid. The registration deadline is January 2nd, 21 UTC. So if you're able to play, if you wanna play, if you haven't tried yet and you haven't joined the Discord server, here is the link. Feel free to join, feel free to register and try your best in the tournament that will crown the best correct version, correct playstyle player. Yeah, join it so you can leave it later. Yeah, but don't forget to register for the tournament first. Don't inform the organizer and then leave the server. This is the correct way to do. And then don't answer private messages. This is the best way to do. So, Cookstane J, if you plan it, do it in the right order with all the steps. So here we have it, 2026 Paldas Cup, and yeah. So I think it's time to start our match, and our players are warming up. Let me write it down. Okay. You know, this is recorder. This is recorded. You can check the recording of the stream later, so you don't miss any steps. Okay. Okay, so here are our heroes of the hour, Shuichi and MICHU. The classic question, this is the last tournament when I ask this question, as in the Paldas Cup we'll play a reroll every game, because this will be a serious tournament, so serious rules have to be applied. Here we give you a choice. So do you want to play increment? Do you want to go for a reroll? Please let us know in the chat, and hello guys. Meanwhile, the seed for game number 1 is 7f e4 d5. 7f e4 d5 is the seed for game number 1. Yeah, players usually won't, but some players want reroll, so yeah, I leave always this question as the official question before the match. And before we start the match, I would like Shuichi to check the internet connection, because we have some slideshow going on. Is there anything you can do about it, Shuichi? I'll refresh both players just in case. And of course, we have a Macherino prize pool for this event, guys. Currently at $0, unfortunately. But if you want to be the first person to donate to the prize pool, if you want to make this prize pool bigger than 0, feel free to click on the link provided in the chat and donate some US dollars. Shuichi, can you then start a game not on seat, just to check how it goes right now. Okay, now it looks normal. I hope it stays like it. Maybe it was like a temporary hiccup. Oh, and we have a contribution to the prize pool. $10.01. $10.01 contribution. And it's Cox Danny J. Yeah, Tetris. Thank you, Cox Danny J, for your generous donation. Finally, not a zero on our account. And yeah, it looks like the players are ready for game number 1. So let's start the match in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So SHUICHI from Germany, MICHU from Poland. Both players tend to be aggressive players. They like to go for some crazy setups. And let's see what will be the approach today. SHUICHI definitely wants to bounce back after pretty unfortunate paldastetris leak. And maybe wants to prove us that the league format is not for him, that prefers this single elimination. I know that SHUICHI also plays in the wrong version league at the moment. And last time I checked the standings, SHUICHI had like 3 losses, so maybe this league format is not his favorite in general, not only in this correct version. So SHUICHI starts with 114,000, MICHU with 95. And both players... I want to say that both players with clean boards, but now SHUICHI with some minor issues to deal with. MICHU meanwhile with a clean board. SHUICHI will need... SHUICHI will need... yeah, SHUICHI is now clean. I said SHUICHI will need some cleanup, but did it before I was able to speak about it. For fuck's sake, wrong chat. Oh, I wonder what's going on. 214 for SHUICHI, 216 for MICHU, so we are neck and neck right now. And SHUICHI once again higher a little bit, and now SHUICHI needs to find a way how to deal with this situation, and it looks like SHUICHI can't deal with this situation at all, and SHUICHI tops out at 217, which means MICHU is good, and MICHU takes the game. MICHU leads 1-0. GG's. .61 lines and 246, 240 is the score for the Polish player who takes the early game number 1. MICHU very composed from the beginning. I'm with no losses in the German Parallel League. Oh, that's cool. So at least one league when you do well. Okay, and it looks like our players are ready for game number 2, and this game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You are undefeated in the Taiwan League. Oh, that's cool. Does the Taiwan League consist of 1 player? Already asked. Already asked. Okay, so SHUICHI starts with... yeah, not important how many they are, it's important that you are the first, right? Don't worry about it. Okay, so Micho with 30,000, Shuichi with 52, and Micho now starts with some troubles. Should be fine. On 24, Shuichi, 42 for Micho. Okay, Micho is clean. Shuichi is still going for a pretty clean board. Shuichi not trying to put himself into any troubles, which might be a good choice. It's 174, Shuichi 193 now. Micho with 91, but Micho also some lines behind. With the next Tetris, Micho should be with the same lines as Shuichi, and Micho is 55,000 points behind, so 2.5 Tetrises. But now Micho is back in business and scores some Tetrises. Taiwan. Was this Taiwan where Jonas played against Korean back in a day, or was it somewhere something else? I know that they played in Asia, but I'm not sure what country it was. It was so many years ago. Wasn't Korean, okay. So this must have been some different event. Okay, so we have 316 for Shuichi, 2 is 18 for Micho. Yeah, Micho trying to be efficient, but the early troubles put Micho in a lot of deficit, and now Micho is trying to bounce back. He's having a pretty good and efficient part of the game, that's for sure. For 10 for Shuichi, 313 for Micho. Shuichi staying efficient, so Micho not able to close the gap as for now. Shuichi on a very efficient game right now with 432 at 95 lines. So Shuichi wants to bounce back after the unfortunate game number 1. Yeah, Micho is actually keeping the pace with Shuichi, is what we say, because, you know, the gap is almost the same as it was like 1000 lines ago. 501 already for Shuichi, 107 lines. So Shuichi on a very good pace. If the pieces allow, there might be even a 600k transition. Shuichi has more than enough lines to get this score. But now, oh, a little bit of an indecisiveness for Shuichi, but the German player is set up. Oh, close the well. It can open it and can still go for 2 Tetrises, even for 3. But the pieces are kind of weird right now. That long bar timings is not on point. Okay, Shuichi gets the long bar and one more Tetris, and this will be exactly 600k transition, but Shuichi decides to scheme 580 transition for the German player, because over 500k and transitions with 527, and both players are on level 19. MICHU blocks the well, and MICHU puts himself in a very difficult situation. Can't do anything more, but still a very good game by MICHU. 134 lines with 527, 920. And SHUICHI is playing the game out. While SHUICHI is doing, MICHU, can you please adjust a little bit your camera? Your hands are going a little bit down, and there are some moments when we can't see exactly your hands. So if you can please adjust your camera, will be very, very appreciated. Thank you. And SHUICHI crosses the 600k for the very first time in this match. 601, 311. GG's. And SHUICHI takes this game. It's 1-1. Perek saying in Polish that Michu's play is beautiful today. Yeah, and the players are ready for game number 3. And the game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, and 601 for SHUICHI. Was a good game, for sure. SHUICHI had to get those points for 600k on level 19, so always good thing to have. $45 for SHUICHI, 46 for MICHU. SHUICHI without skimmed lines yet. MICHU with 1. So SHUICHI is trying to play. Oh, but SHUICHI finally skimmed the line. I wanted to say that maybe SHUICHI wants to go for a perfect game, but SHUICHI decided not to, which was probably a wise choice. You know that the game can punish you very, very quickly if you try to be too optimistic about your perfect play. 138 for SHUICHI, 137 for MICHU. So we're basically neck and neck in this game number 3. $184 for SHUICHI. With this Tetris, 186 for MICHU. Still pretty neck and neck situation. SHUICHI with those tucking setups. But they work pretty well in this game. Oh, SHUICHI doesn't go for the spin this time. And no, Tugi spin. This is a nice thing to have. Hit spin. Yes, SHUICHI needs to work around this square tower, Smash Boy tower. Does a good job. MICHU, oh, MICHU misdrops, but it shouldn't be bad. Oh, but this J misdrop might be annoying when the long bar doesn't come in a quick succession. And now MICHU, okay, MICHU finds a way around it. And it looks like MICHU, okay, this Z piece was not the perfect one, but MICHU is trying to stay alive in this game. Not the easiest one. But MICHU is still here. Okay, the Smash Boy goes to the left, which was probably wise. Okay, MICHU opens it, gets the L, and MICHU maybe, yeah, should be fine. SHUICHI with a kind of a tower situation. This was probably this SHUICHI tuck tower. And SHUICHI's tuck tower. I don't know if this exists, but I like this term, SHUICHI tuck tower. 383 for SHUICHI, 288 for MICHU. So MICHU after this dig puts himself in a 100k deficit. but this was a very, very nicely handled dig by MICHU. This situation could have been worse, but MICHU was able to stay calm and was able to get some good moves. Sometimes the pieces did not go well for MICHU, but was able to put them in a way to not destroy the stack. And now SHUICHI is a little bit higher. And now SHUICHI needs to be careful. 436 for SHUICHI, 361 for MICHU. Okay, MICHU is open. MICHU waits for a long bar, but close the well as the long bar comes. Classic troll bar. SHUICHI is still fighting with the board. MICHU is Tetris ready, but where are the long bars for the Tetris? This is an annoying situation, but MICHU finally gets a long bar. 27 MICHU, 454 SHUICHI. Not a Tetris for MICHU. 421 SHUICHI with 474. SHUICHI is ahead, so MICHU, you'd better prepare for some level 19 play. And MICHU's board is very, very high. And MICHU needs to be careful. MICHU transitions with 445. Okay, MICHU might be able to open the board. And long bar is needed right now for MICHU to survive it. And MICHU does get the long bar, but the left side is unaccessible. And MICHU tops out at 140 lines with 457, 320. It's not enough, but was a valiant effort. SHUICHI takes another game. SHUICHI leads 2-1, and this time SHUICHI, maybe not with a 600k score, but over 500 is still good enough to take this game. 5-16, 3-3-1. We had 2 full games in a row, which is always good to have. GG's both. 2-1 for SHUICHI. And yeah, can MICHU win the next game to force 2-2? Let's find out. Never give up, MICHU, yeah, that's true, never give up. Okay, it looks like the players are ready, so game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. $91 for SHUICHI, $70 for MICHU. These are the opening scores in this game. So SHUICHI was slightly more efficient, about 1 Tetris opening. $160,000 for SHUICHI, 101 for MICHU. Oh, now SHUICHI with some misdrops. The L misdrop. SHUICHI will need to work around it. This board is only climbing, but gets the long bar over, and now SHUICHI in a lot of digging to be done probably. You can see how one misdrop can put you in trouble. 190 for SHUICHI, 133 for MICHU, so SHUICHI is still ahead. So SHUICHI can... Oh, but this T, I don't know if it's a double flip or what was it, but this T was not good for SHUICHI at all. And SHUICHI now is going to top out. SHUICHI can't survive this board. This was so unfortunate game for the German player. 193.05 to top out. So Michu, 222 is there. 193 was Shuichi's top out. You have more than this, and yeah, the favorite score is there, guys. 222. 203 680. And the players are ready for game number 5. And the game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good play, Michu, says Burek. Yeah, it was indeed a good play. Yeah, so Michu definitely in, if you kind of have to summarize the first 4 games we saw, Michu definitely a more consistent player, maybe not with big scores and so on, but yeah, pretty good and consistent. Shuichi has his ups and downs. We've already seen a 600k scores, but also we've seen 2 potatoes from the German player. The stats of losing scores and losing lines are in Michu's favor. Michu with 492 average losing score and 137 lines. Shuichi 205k and 48 lines. These are the stats as for now. Michu goes for a center wall setup and gets the long bar for a Tetris. 93 for Shuichi, 83 for Michu. Can't use potato to describe a bad game. They're too good to be insulted like that. I'm afraid we already adopted this term as equivalent of a bad game. So I'm afraid you are too late with your suggestions, Cox Danny J. I'm afraid it would be difficult to change this vocabulary. Potatoes stick with us for a longer time, so I'll do it myself. Okay. So 174 Shuichi, we have 158 for Michu. Some nice schemes on the right side of Shuichi's board, and yeah, 196 for Shuichi. Now 219 Michu with the next long bar should surpass 200. But the long bar is not coming, and Michu puts himself in a very dependent situation. But finally, the long bar appears. 207 for Michu. Yeah, Michu with now one hole to deal, but gets the long bar for it, and with a nice dirty Tetris. 237. Shuichi now 269. And simul Tetris. And another Tetris for Michu. So at the same line count, it's about 8k lead for the German player. 8,000 points. And both players trying to do their best, maximizing their scores as best as they can. $328 for Michu, $337 for Shuichi. Shuichi, one of the ground Tetris ready. Michu with a clean board. Shuichi gets the Tetris. 362 for Shuichi, 352 for Michu. Michu with another Tetris. Shuichi as well. So simul Tetris is going on for a moment. Another Tetris for Michu. And Shuichi now blocks the center well, and Shuichi will be forced to burn some lines. Michu can find something efficient, and MICHU is finding something. So MICHU is currently ahead. SHUICHI finally opened the well, and SHUICHI is center well already. SHUICHI 416 at 102, MICHU 426 at 103, so this time MICHU with about 10k lead, but SHUICHI with another misdrop of the S. This will cost few more lines to burn. If MICHU can stay efficient, maybe MICHU can build a little bit of a bigger lead. We are approaching the transition very soon. MICHU also needs to skim few lines, but MICHU is doing in a very efficient way. So MICHU with 452, SHUICHI with 466. SHUICHI is 4 lines ahead, so if MICHU gets this long bar and gets it, so MICHU at the same line count is 10k ahead, so this is not the big lead, and we are approaching transition very, very soon. And let's see what the players will do about their boards. MICHU creating some long bar dependencies. They might be difficult to handle, but MICHU is doing a good job. Opens the well, and 505 for MICHU, 514 for SHUICHI. So this time SHUICHI 10k ahead at the same line count. We are approaching the transition, so the game most likely will be decided on level 19 speeds. MICHU transitions with 529. SHUICHI transitions with 540, so about 11k lead for SHUICHI. It is going into 19, and let's see who of the players can go better on 19. It looks like MICHU can't do anything on 19, and SHUICHI will take the game. 535, 380 is a very good score for the Polish player. Unfortunately, no knight in play, so this allows SHUICHI to win this game. And hello Jedi Evan, welcome in the chat. Yeah, so MICHU is doing really good job, very consistent play by the Polish player. SHUICHI really needs to bring the his A game to win those games, to be honest. SHUICHI 153 lines with 558,071. This is the score, and yeah, considering what I said, the stats for MICHU after 5 games, average losing score 506,000. 506,000. Yeah, it was 2-2, and now it's 3-2 for SHUICHI, and both players are ready for game number 6. The game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so MICHU with a very nice performance today. Nice to see this. And nice to see that MICHU forces SHUICHI to play also some consistent Tetris. Yeah, but SHUICHI currently is the only player to have early top outs in this match. Yeah, when MICHU is forced to play a full game, he plays it. But SHUICHI has a match lead, and this is the most important stat. $26 for SHUICHI, 38 for MICHU. $148 for SHUICHI, 63 for MICHU. And MICHU finally in a scoring position, gets a long bar for a Tetris. And SHUICHI with those endless stack setups, but gets another good piece to solve the board. 193 for SHUICHI, 111 for MICHU. And nice Z spin for SHUICHI, no Tugi spin. 244, SHUICHI 156 for MICHU. Michu sets up a T-spin, set up and misses it, and so Michu with a Tugi spin needs to skim few lines, and the lead of Shuichi is so big right now. Shuichi at 66 lines with 311. Let's see what will be Michu's score at 66 lines. It's 191, so 120,000 points lead at 66 lines for Shuichi. And Shuichi in a monster pace, to be honest. Okay, Michu misdrops the Z, but it's not the end of the world. Will cost Michu few lines, but it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, a nice T-spin by Michu, and this will be a Tetris. 274 Michu, 434 Shuichi already. And Shuichi is going for another crazy score. And Michu is probably going for another transition. Oh, and Michu now creates some dependencies. Okay. Should be able to survive it. Okay. Needs to open it and needs to lower the board. Oh, what is Michu trying here? Michu is playing some crazy Tetris which I can't understand. Oh, and this Z, was it intentional? I'm not sure. But Michu can still survive it. Shuichi already at 533. Michu trying to stay alive. Trying at least to get to transition. And yeah, Michu. Oh, this misdrop of the J. This is a pretty bad misdrop. But Michu still can survive it. Or can he? Can he or can he? Meanwhile, Shuichi transition with 583. So Shuichi is a lot ahead. Sorry that I was too concentrated on Michu's board, but there were like more crazy thing happening. Shuichi tops out at 135 lines with 584, 632, and Michu brought the game to transition. This was an unfair fight, I would say, but Michu won it. The score is not the best in the world, but yeah, GG's Michu on keeping your transitions in a row alive. Nicely played. GG's for both, but Shuichi takes the game and Shuichi leads 4-2. Shuichi is on a match point, one game away from advancing to the next round. $330 was the score for Michu. Hey, was it? Isn't it? Oh. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 7 between Michu and Shuichi starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, so Shuichi already with 4 games over 500k in this match, won 600k, and all those games Shuichi won. The only games Shuichi lost were those early top outs. So if Shuichi is able to bring the game to transition, this means a win for Shuichi so far. But MICHU has probably the most consistent match in the recent time I've seen from his end. Of course, he's a player playing against a player who can get good paces and gets them today. So this complicates the situation a little bit, but it's always nice to see when a player can consistently go to level 19. Oh, and SHUICHI once again with some troubles, but gets a piece. 147 for SHUICHI. MICHU opens the well, decided to scheme for lines, which was probably a wise choice. You don't want to be that high, because, you know, one unfortunate misdrop, misshift, and this might be a GG, so we need to have some room to, you know, react to those kind of situations. Of course, we don't want to experience them, but yeah, we know how slippery paldas can be. So we have to be ready for those kind of situations. 174 for SHUICHI, 177 for MICHU, and MICHU with another Tetris extends to 189. And yeah, we are a neck and neck situation, both players with almost 200k at the same line count. And this is looking like another good game with a pretty good pace. $245 SHUICHI, 269 MICHU. Now MICHU needs to take care of this small hole that created on his board. $271 for SHUICHI, $272 for MICHU. And MICHU is going crazy for a dirty Tetris and gets rewarded for it. And goes for another one. Yeah, I thought MICHU will do it. Oh, but now MICHU needs to be careful. Oh, something to the left is needed, and MICHU doesn't get the J. And the first early top out of the match for MICHU it is 297, 160. And SHUICHI is already good. So SHUICHI takes the game and the match 5-2. SHUICHI, if you want to play this game out, feel free to do so. Of course, as a match winner who is still in the last game, you have the privilege to play this game out. Yeah, MICHU, unfortunately, it wasn't meant for you to be a win, but a good way to finish. Definitely the best stats from yourself as far as the losing scores are concerned and so on. And yeah. And when SHUICHI is good, then beating the German player is a very, very tough question. So, you know, it's not an easy thing. You call SHUICHI paceman for a reason, right? So you have 427 for SHUICHI and still some lines to go before transition. And SHUICHI's board is going high. And SHUICHI goes to transition, maybe not with the highest score in the world, but still a full game is there. 439, 371 is the score. And SHUICHI advances to the quarter final. GG's SHUICHI for winning the match. Yeah, you definitely did well. Definitely a step into the right direction after the last tournament. So yeah, next match, next chance. This time you will play, and I will show it just in a second. Against whom And here are the match stats. After 7 games, SHUICHI with a 601, 311, highest score of the match. MICHU 535, 380. There was not much level 19 play, 155 lines for SHUICHI, 140 for MICHU. But take a look at MICHU's losing scores and lines. Definitely one of the best performances for MICHU in terms of this statistics. Yeah, SHUICHI lost 2 early top outs, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day for the German player, as SHUICHI advances to the next round and will have a chance to play against Roma in the next round. Yeah, Roma, who took advantage of the no-show from Le. So SHUICHI versus Roma in the quarterfinal, fighting for the semi-final spot. And yeah, potential opponents in the semis are James, Robin, or Tony. Yeah, so we'll see how it all goes. I hope we can schedule the match between SHUICHI and Roma in the next days. And yeah, that we can proceed. As mentioned, I would like to finish the whole tournament before Christmas. And I hope we can do it. So, guys, this is what we had prepared for you today. And one more thing, SHUICHI won the match, gained some elo, 8 points. So, SHUICHI, you are moving up in the elo standings. And I'll show it to you. SHUICHI started the day with 1747, and now SHUICHI 1755 overtakes Hana by 1 point and is currently world number 8. So, this is it. This is what we prepared for you guys today. The next match will be played tomorrow, 19 UTC Elias versus Rurchak. But who knows? Maybe we can fit SHUICHI versus Roma tomorrow. If yes, maybe we can do a back-to-back stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. What's possible. But as far as the situation for today is concerned, we are done, and we will be looking for someone to raid. There are not so many people streaming Tetris, but there is Chroma keyboard cheating, so let's see how the keyboard cheater Chroma is doing. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. So not tomorrow. Okay, so then we will see SHUICHI what are the options. I will reach to you in the server in a second. So we will check the options. Yeah, and we are going to raid Chroma. We'll be back tomorrow for Elias and Rurchak. And yeah, we'll see when the next matches will be played. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.